Hello, my friends. Dr. Allan Mandell here. Welcome back to my channel, Science of Healing. If you're a senior and you've noticed your memory isn't as sharp as it used to be, or your vision feels blurry, strained, or tired, especially at night, this video is for you. Today, I want to share 3 powerful natural ingredients that support brain clarity, nerve health, and vision repair, especially while you sleep. These are not supplements. These are real foods backed by science that your body recognizes and uses immediately. And the best part, you can easily add them to your daily routine starting tonight. Let's begin. Close your eyes for a moment and imagine this: a single food small enough to fit in the palm of your hand, quietly working while you sleep, repairing aging brain cells, restoring damaged nerve connections, and protecting the delicate tissues of your eyes that decide how clearly you see the world tomorrow morning. For millions of seniors, memory loss and fading vision feel sudden, frightening, and irreversible. But science tells a very different story. The human brain and eyes are not helpless with age. They are starving, and one of the most powerful foods to feed them is the humble walnut. As we grow older, the brain begins to shrink. This is not an opinion. It's a documented biological process. After the age of 60, brain volume decreases, nerve signaling slows, and inflammation rises silently. This inflammation damages neurons, disrupts memory formation, and weakens focus. At the same time, the eyes suffer from reduced blood flow, oxidative stress, and gradual degeneration of the retina and optic nerve. This is why seniors often notice forgetfulness, slower thinking, blurry vision, and difficulty seeing at night. These changes are not random. They are fueled by chronic inflammation and nutrient deficiency, and walnuts address both at the root. Walnuts are one of the richest natural sources of omega-3 fatty acids found in any plant food. Specifically, they contain alpha-linolenic acid, or ALA, a form of omega-3 that the brain uses to build and repair cell membranes. Every neuron in your brain is wrapped in a fatty membrane. When that membrane becomes damaged or stiff with age, signals slow down, thoughts become foggy, memory retrieval weakens. Omega-3s restore flexibility to these membranes, allowing neurons to communicate faster and more efficiently. This is not theory. Large population studies have consistently shown that seniors with higher omega-3 intake experience slower cognitive decline and better memory retention. But here's the shocking part most people never hear. The brain is nearly 60% fat. When you don't eat the right fats, the brain literally begins to break down its own structure. Walnuts provide the exact fats your brain recognizes as fuel and repair material. Unlike processed oils, walnut fats cross the blood-brain barrier and reduce neuroinflammation at the cellular level. Inflammation is one of the strongest predictors of Alzheimer's disease, dementia, and age-related cognitive impairment. Walnuts help turn down that inflammatory fire. Now let's talk about the eyes, because the connection is powerful. The retina, the light-sensitive tissue at the back of your eye, is one of the most metabolically active tissues in the entire body. It consumes enormous amounts of oxygen and nutrients. This makes it highly vulnerable to oxidative stress, damage caused by free radicals. Walnuts are loaded with polyphenols, powerful antioxidants that neutralize these free radicals before they destroy retinal cells. Studies have shown that diets rich in polyphenols are associated with lower risk of age-related macular degeneration, one of the leading causes of blindness in seniors. Blood flow is another hidden factor. With age, tiny blood vessels that supply the brain and eyes become stiff and narrow. This reduces oxygen delivery and starves tissues of nutrients. Walnuts contain arginine, an amino acid that helps the body produce nitric oxide. Nitric oxide relaxes blood vessels, improving circulation to the brain and eyes. Better circulation means sharper thinking, faster recall, clearer vision, and improved contrast sensitivity. This is why many seniors report feeling mentally lighter and visually sharper after consistently eating walnuts. But walnuts do more than nourish. They protect. They contain vitamin E, a fat-soluble antioxidant that shields brain cells from oxidative damage. Vitamin E deficiency has been linked to faster cognitive decline and increased risk of neurodegenerative diseases. In clinical observations, seniors with higher vitamin E intake demonstrate better cognitive performance and slower memory loss. Walnuts deliver this protection naturally without synthetic supplements. Here's something deeply unsettling but important to understand. Chronic inflammation in the brain doesn't just cause memory problems, it silently destroys neurons over years. By the time symptoms appear, damage is already advanced. Walnuts have been shown to reduce markers of inflammation, such as C-reactive protein and inflammatory cytokines. This means they don't just help you feel better temporarily, they help slow the biological processes that age your brain. And then there is sleep, the most overlooked healer of all. During deep sleep, the brain activates a cleaning system known as the glymphatic system. This system flushes out toxic waste products, including beta amyloid, the protein strongly associated with Alzheimer's disease. Walnuts support this nighttime repair process by providing magnesium and melatonin-supporting compounds that improve sleep quality. Better sleep means better memory consolidation, sharper focus, and clearer vision the next day. The shape of a walnut resembling a brain is often dismissed as coincidence, but nutrition science repeatedly shows that walnuts contain nutrients that directly support brain structure and function. In animal studies, diets supplemented with walnuts improved learning ability, memory, and motor coordination. In human observational studies, seniors who consumed walnuts regularly scored higher on cognitive tests than those who did not. Now consider this. Vision loss is not only about the eyes, it's about the brain. Visual information is processed primarily in the brain's occipital lobe. If neural communication weakens, vision suffers even if the eyes themselves are healthy. By strengthening neural pathways, walnuts improve the brain's ability to interpret visual signals. This means better clarity, faster focus adjustment, and reduced eye fatigue. Another shocking fact is that many seniors unknowingly suffer from chronic fatty acid deficiency. Modern diets often replace healthy fats with refined carbohydrates and inflammatory oils. This accelerates brain aging. Walnuts correct this imbalance naturally. Just a small handful provides a therapeutic dose of brain-supporting fats without spiking blood sugar or stressing digestion. What makes walnuts especially powerful is timing. When eaten in the evening, the nutrients are available during the body's natural repair cycle at night. The brain uses omega-3s to rebuild synapses. The eyes use antioxidants to repair retinal cells. Blood vessels relax, improving oxygen delivery. This is why many people wake up feeling mentally clearer and visually sharper after consistent nighttime walnut intake. This is not magic. It is biology responding to nourishment. And yet, despite overwhelming evidence, walnuts remain one of the most overlooked foods for seniors. They are inexpensive, widely available, easy to consume, and profoundly effective. 3 to 5 walnuts a day can make a measurable difference, not in years, in weeks, sometimes even days. Because when you feed the brain what it has been missing, it responds quickly. Memory is not something you simply lose. Vision does not fade overnight without reason. These are signals your body asking for support. Walnuts answer that call. They remind us of something powerful and hopeful. Aging does not mean surrender. It means adaptation. It means learning how to work with your body instead of against it. And sometimes the most powerful medicine is not found in a bottle, but in a simple natural food that has been quietly waiting for you all along. Tonight, when you hold a walnut in your hand, remember this: you are holding fuel for your thoughts, protection for your memories, support for your vision, and a reminder that your brain is still capable of healing if you give it the chance. Picture the moment when the sun goes down and the lights dim. For many seniors, that's when fear quietly arrives. Reading becomes difficult, faces blur, Night driving feels dangerous. The world loses its sharp edges. Most people accept this as normal aging, but science reveals a more unsettling truth. Much of age-related vision loss is not inevitable. It is nutritional. And one of the most powerful, overlooked tools to protect vision and sharpen the aging brain is something simple, affordable, and familiar: the carrot. Deep inside your eyes is a delicate layer called the retina. It converts light into electrical signals that your brain interprets as sight. This process happens millions of times every second, but the retina is fragile. It is constantly exposed to light, oxygen, and metabolic stress. Over time, this creates oxidative damage that slowly destroys retinal cells. Once enough cells are damaged, vision begins to fade. Night blindness, blurred vision, and slow focusing are often the first warning signs. Carrots directly target this process at its source. Carrots are rich in beta-carotene, a plant pigment that your body converts into vitamin A. Vitamin A is not optional for vision. It is essential. Without it, the retina cannot function properly. In fact, vitamin A is a core component of rhodopsin, a light-sensitive protein in the eyes that allows you to see in low light conditions. When vitamin A levels drop, rhodopsin production slows. The result is poor night vision, eye strain, and difficulty adjusting from light to darkness. This is why vitamin A deficiency is one of the leading causes of preventable blindness worldwide. Here is the shocking reality. Many seniors are functionally deficient in vitamin A, even if they eat regularly. Aging reduces nutrient absorption in the gut. Medications interfere with fat-soluble vitamin uptake. And modern diets are often low in colorful vegetables. The eyes suffer silently until vision loss becomes noticeable. Carrots restore this lost nutrient in a form the body can safely and efficiently use. But carrots do more than support eyesight. Vitamin A also plays a critical role in brain health. It regulates gene expression in neurons and supports synaptic plasticity, the brain's ability to form and strengthen connections. When these connections weaken, memory fades and processing speed slows. Research shows that vitamin A deficiency is associated with impaired learning, reduced cognitive flexibility, and increased risk of neurodegenerative conditions. By replenishing vitamin A, carrots help restore communication between brain cells. Now let's talk about inflammation, because this is where aging quietly does its damage. Chronic low-grade inflammation accelerates both cognitive decline and vision loss. In the eyes, it contributes to macular degeneration and retinal degeneration. In the brain, it disrupts memory circuits and increases the risk of dementia. Carrots contain powerful antioxidants that neutralize free radicals before they trigger inflammatory cascades. These antioxidants protect both neurons and retinal cells from premature aging. One of the most overlooked aspects of vision loss is nerve signaling. The optic nerve is not just a cable, it is living tissue made of nerve fibers that require constant nourishment. Vitamin A supports the health of these nerve cells and improves signal transmission from the eye to the brain. This means clearer visual processing, better contrast sensitivity, and reduced visual fatigue. Seniors often describe this as vision feeling cleaner or brighter, even without changes in prescription glasses. There is also a deep connection between blood sugar, vision, and carrots that most people never hear about. Fluctuating blood sugar damages tiny blood vessels in the eyes, leading to diabetic retinopathy and blurred vision. Carrots have a low glycemic load when eaten whole and provide fiber that stabilizes blood sugar levels. This protects delicate eye vessels and supports consistent energy delivery to the brain. Stable blood sugar equals stable vision and mental clarity. Now consider this fact. The brain consumes about 20% of the body's total energy, yet it represents only 2% of body weight. That energy demand makes it highly vulnerable to nutrient shortages. When vitamin A levels are low, The brain prioritizes survival functions over clarity and memory. This is why many seniors feel mentally dull, slow, or foggy. Carrots help reverse this by restoring a key nutrient involved in neural signaling and cellular repair. Cooking methods matter, and here's where science surprises many people. Lightly cooking carrots actually increases the bioavailability of beta-carotene. Heat breaks down plant cell walls, making it easier for the body to absorb and convert beta-carotene into vitamin A. Adding a small amount of healthy fat, such as olive oil, dramatically improves absorption. This simple preparation step can multiply the benefits for both eyes and brain. Another rarely discussed benefit of carrots is their role in immune defense within the eyes. The surface of the eye and the retina are protected by immune cells that require vitamin A to function properly. When vitamin A is low, the eyes become more vulnerable to infections, dryness, and irritation. Chronic dry eyes are not just uncomfortable, they increase inflammation and accelerate vision decline. Carrots help maintain the protective barriers that keep eyes healthy and resilient. The emotional impact of vision loss cannot be overstated. Losing the ability to read comfortably, recognize faces, or move confidently at night leads to isolation, anxiety, and loss of independence. Studies show that vision impairment significantly increases the risk of depression in seniors. By protecting eyesight, carrots indirectly protect mental health, confidence, and quality of life. Here is something that should stop you in your tracks. In populations where vitamin A intake is adequate, rates of age-related night blindness and certain degenerative eye conditions are dramatically lower. This is not genetic, it is nutritional. Vision loss is not just about age, it is about what the eyes are fed over a lifetime. Carrots are not a miracle cure, but they are a powerful signal to your body that repair is possible. When eaten consistently, they provide the raw materials your eyes and brain need to heal, adapt, and function more efficiently. Many seniors report improved night vision, reduced eye strain, and sharper focus within weeks of making carrots a daily habit. This is why timing matters. Eating carrots in the evening allows vitamin A and antioxidants to circulate during the body's overnight repair cycle. While you sleep, retinal cells regenerate. Neural connections strengthen, inflammation calms. You wake up not just rested, but restored. The most tragic part of age-related vision loss is how often it is accepted without question. But your body is not designed to fail silently. It communicates through symptoms: blurry vision, poor night sight, mental fog. These are not endings, they are messages. And sometimes the message is simple: feed your eyes, nourish your brain. Start with something as humble as a carrot. Because when you protect your vision, you protect your independence. And when you sharpen your mind, you protect who you are. Imagine lying in bed at night, eyes closed, body still, but inside your brain, a silent struggle is happening. Neurons are trying to communicate. Memories are trying to lock themselves into place. Damaged nerve cells are waiting for repair signals that may never arrive. For millions of seniors, this unseen battle determines whether tomorrow brings clarity or confusion, sharp vision or blur, energy or exhaustion. And one of the most critical factors deciding the outcome is not age. It is minerals, specifically zinc and magnesium. And one of the richest natural sources of both is something most people overlook every day: pumpkin seeds. Zinc is not just another mineral, it is a master regulator of the brain and eyes. More than 300 enzymes in the human body depend on zinc to function. In the brain, zinc controls synaptic signaling, memory formation, and learning. In the eyes, zinc plays a direct role in transporting vitamin A from the liver to the retina, where it becomes part of the visual pigments that allow you to see clearly, especially in low light. Without enough zinc, the brain misfires and the eyes struggle. This is not speculation. Clinical research shows that zinc deficiency is strongly associated with memory loss, slower cognitive processing, poor night vision, and increased risk of age-related macular degeneration. Here is the disturbing truth. Zinc deficiency is extremely common in seniors. Aging reduces stomach acid, which is essential for mineral absorption. Medications such as antacids, blood pressure drugs, and diuretics further block zinc uptake. Even people who eat enough calories may be deeply deficient at the cellular level. The symptoms often appear slowly: mental fog, frequent infections, slow wound healing, reduced taste and smell, and declining vision. Most people never connect these symptoms to a simple mineral deficiency. Pumpkin seeds directly address this hidden crisis. Just 1 tablespoon of pumpkin seeds provides a concentrated dose of bioavailable zinc in a natural form the body recognizes. This zinc travels straight to tissues with the highest demand, the brain and the eyes. In the retina, zinc activates enzymes that protect photoreceptor cells from oxidative damage. In the brain, zinc strengthens synapses, the tiny gaps where neurons communicate. Stronger synapses mean better memory, faster recall, and sharper thinking. Now let's talk about magnesium, because this is where nighttime repair becomes possible. Magnesium is often called the relaxation mineral, but its role goes far beyond calming muscles. Magnesium regulates neurotransmitters that control sleep, stress, and neural recovery. It activates GABA, the brain's primary calming neurotransmitter. Without enough magnesium, the brain stays stuck in a state of low-level stress, even during sleep. This prevents deep, restorative sleep, the kind your brain needs to repair itself. Studies show that magnesium deficiency is linked to insomnia, anxiety, cognitive decline, and increased inflammation in the brain. Poor sleep accelerates memory loss and vision problems. During deep sleep, the brain clears toxic waste proteins such as beta amyloid, which are strongly linked to Alzheimer's disease. Magnesium helps unlock this cleaning process. Pumpkin seeds provide magnesium in a form that supports this nighttime detox and repair cycle. Here's the shocking connection most people never hear. Poor vision is often not just an eye problem. It is a brain problem worsened by poor sleep. Visual processing happens in the brain. If sleep is shallow or fragmented, the brain cannot properly process visual information. This leads to eye strain, blurred vision, and slow focus. By improving sleep quality, magnesium-rich pumpkin seeds indirectly sharpen vision and mental clarity. Pumpkin seeds also contain iron, copper, and powerful antioxidants that support oxygen delivery to the brain and eyes. Oxygen is critical for neuronal survival. Even slight reductions in oxygen delivery accelerate cognitive aging. These minerals support healthy red blood cells and microcirculation, ensuring that delicate brain and retinal tissues receive the oxygen they need to function. Another overlooked benefit of pumpkin seeds is their effect on inflammation. Chronic inflammation is a silent destroyer of brain cells and optic nerve fibers. Pumpkin seeds contain anti-inflammatory compounds that reduce oxidative stress at the cellular level. Lower inflammation means slower neurodegeneration, better memory retention, and protection against age-related vision loss. There's also a powerful emotional component to what pumpkin seeds protect. Memory is not just data, it is identity, faces, names, places, moments. When memory fades, people don't just forget facts, they feel like they are losing themselves. Research shows that zinc plays a role in emotional regulation and mood stability. Zinc deficiency is linked to higher rates of depression and anxiety in seniors. By restoring zinc levels, pumpkin seeds support not just cognition, but emotional resilience. Now consider how small the intervention is. 1 tablespoon, that's it. Chewed slowly or lightly ground, pumpkin seeds deliver a concentrated package of brain repair nutrients without stressing digestion or blood sugar. Unlike sugary snacks or refined grains, they provide steady nourishment that works while you sleep. Timing matters. Consuming pumpkin seeds in the evening allows magnesium to calm the nervous system and zinc to participate in overnight repair. While you sleep, synapses strengthen, visual pigments regenerate, inflammatory signals quiet down. This is why many seniors report deeper sleep, clearer thinking, and brighter vision within days or weeks of making pumpkin seeds a nightly habit. There is a reason ancient cultures valued seeds so highly. Seeds represent potential. They contain everything needed to build life. Pumpkin seeds carry that same potential for the aging brain and eyes. They provide raw materials for repair in a body that is still capable of healing, even later in life. The tragedy is not that seniors lose memory or vision. The tragedy is how often this decline is accepted without question. Your body is not broken, it is deprived. Deprived of minerals it needs to maintain the most complex organ in the known universe, the human brain, and the delicate system that allows you to see the world. When you eat pumpkin seeds, you are not just eating food, you are sending a message to your nervous system that support has arrived. That repair can begin. That decline is not inevitable. Tonight, when you prepare for sleep, remember this: darkness is not the end of vision. Sleep is not the end of awareness. With the right nourishment, nighttime becomes the beginning of healing. And sometimes the smallest seeds carry the greatest power.